Get ready with me while I tell you how I started dating myself. Okay, so to set the scene, I had just got out of a long-term relationship and I was devastated. Like every girl who gets out of a relationship, I was like asking myself every question I could. What did I do? What could I have changed? Am I ugly? Am I fat? Like the whole 9 yards. I let myself cry. I took the time that I needed to process and grieve the relationship until one day, after crying and doing the same thing, being sad my whole day and everything, I got mad at myself. Like, genuinely. I got mad at myself that I was letting one person's presence or absence in my life control my day-to-day happiness, my day-to-day activities, like completely consume my mind. Because last I checked, it's my life, and as long as I have myself, it's still my life. Like, it doesn't matter who's in it. I need to take control of my life as if it were my life. So I stopped the pity party. I stopped pouting every day about what could have been, what I could have done, if he still likes me, if da da da. I stopped doing all of that and I started living for myself. I first started by journaling. I wanted to journal because this isn't normal. No normal person is going to put all their purpose, identity, self-worth, and everything into one person, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not. You need to have some sense of security within yourself without anybody in your life. I got self-help books about love and about how you need to start being the best person you can be before getting into any kind of relationship, because it'll just send you crippling down a hole if you're not secure within yourself. So I would use journal prompts from those books and journal, and anything that I didn't like that I was feeling, I would write down and try to think back to my childhood and things I've gone through in patterns to try and realize like why I'm putting myself through this pattern and what it's trying to teach me, what I need to learn from it to grow out of it. Another thing I was doing was I started setting goals for myself. So I did start working on losing weight just because I wanted to feel good about myself, because I had been so dependent on somebody else and like I was just going with wherever they wanted to take themselves in life. I didn't have any life goals for myself. Like, I was unhappy in my weight. I truly was. And it was making me feel horrible, and it was making me stay in that mindset of, oh my God, I'm so ugly, I'm so fat, like he left me because of this, da 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 da. So in a way, that anger at myself for being so dependent on somebody else motivated me to be the best person like I can be, because nobody's gonna have that power over my life except for me. So I created a routine for myself. I went to the gym every day. I invested in myself by looking up gym workouts for these type of goals, or women gym routines for the week, or whatever. And I also spent time with myself. I took myself out on dates shopping. I took myself out on coffee dates. I took myself to do anything I felt like I would do with another person, and only do with that person to get closer to them, because I was trying to find myself and I'm trying to get closer to finding myself. Some things I did for myself was journaling. I loved to read self-help books and I got really into them after the breakup. Another thing I would do for myself is splurge on myself. I would go buy myself things just because I deserve them. Like, not because I'm rewarding myself for grieving, not because I'm rewarding myself for this or that. Just because I know I deserved it, and I know that if I was in a relationship with somebody, I would think that they need to think that I deserve this. So, and ultimately, the love I just grew for myself kept me motivated within the gym, within eating right, and it started making me feel so good about myself. Like, being in my own bubble and not hearing what this person thinks, what that person thinks, or being with somebody all the time started feeling good. I also started leaning back into my community. I often find that when I get into relationships, I tend to isolate myself more than I think. I started prioritizing time with my family. And like my family is a pretty big like family time family. Like we always spend time together. So it honestly surprised me how much I distance myself from my family when I'm in a relationship. And I also kind of told myself, I made myself a promise that I was not getting in another relationship until I was secure within myself and I not even just liked what I saw in the mirror, but liked who I felt like I was. Now, let me tell you, once I started living for myself and took control of my life and got out of the like pity myself mindset and oh, sorry me this, sorry me that, I felt great. Like, I genuinely was doing things I wanted to do. I wasn't thinking about anybody else. And I was working myself, so I felt so much better about myself because I just know I'm getting better. Now, this is honestly what led me to losing 40, 50 pounds because I was so motivated within myself and for myself that no matter who came in or out of my life, I still had my goals and I was still like set on losing weight and feeling good and looking my best. But in a way, I was just so brainwashed by relationship culture on TikTok, on social media, and the like hopeless romantic, like if you're a good girl, you have to stay down for them and never do any wrong by your man and etc. etc. And the only way I got out of those mindsets and stopped prioritizing relationships and not living my life was by this breakup. But yeah, that's basically how I started living for myself and got out of those like anxiously attached mindsets that keep, I want to say, a lot of people stuck in the cycles of on and off relationships and toxic relationships and feeling like you can only be yourself or have an identity when you're in a relationship.